Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Monthly Horoscope for March 2019, and this is for you coming from Aquarius. First, let me give you my email address, which is andyhoro9, A-N-D-I-H-O-R-O 9, the number 9, andyhoro9 @gmail.com. Now, I'm going to pull this first card to talk to you about your first 15 days of March, and it's got to do with your job, for you coming from Aquarius. And it's a so-so card. I make it as a 60% of problem and 40% of benefit in your job area. So if you're looking for new beginnings in a new job, you're not going to be very lucky. So if you stay put in your old job, you'll have to work to the level of 60% to gain at 40%. No harm doing that. And you'll be then becoming more and more secure in your job. Let me talk to you about your business area for the first 15 days of March. And oh, it's a good card. It says you can look beyond your horizons for new businesses. The only drawback is that there are planets, Kabbalistic cards have planets and zodiac signs. There are planets here which show a slowness about things. So if you're looking for a new business, the possibility to get it is there, a new agency line or whatever. But the progress of getting it, you'll have to work very hard to go towards it. Other than that, your ongoing business is stable enough. There's a slowness as well there. Now I'm going to talk also of your first 15 days regarding your romance area. And the first card that I pull will be to do with your new romance, if you find it, you coming from Aquarius. Now, this is not a good card. It says you can find a new romance, but this is a very sinister person that you will find, whose background you will not know because he or she is very secretive about things. So you don't want to dive onto this new romance you may find in the first 15 days. You don't want to dive into it. You want to take your time and study this person, and so don't get caught, because this kind of card I find is a card of treachery as well. Now, what about your ongoing romance? Let's see. Oh, this is a nice card. Your ongoing romance is doing well enough. One of you, either you or your ongoing romance partner, is expecting too much of movement, too much excitement, too much of this and that. So you should slow down a bit, and my worry is that the expectancy of wanting a new car, a new house or things like that would be something of an upsetting nature. So slow down. Is only 15 days that we are worried about in the first 15 days of March. Slow down and your ongoing romance will be improved. What about your marriage? Let's look at your first 15 days. Well, it says that your first 15 days starts with problems, of difficulties, of getting to agree on many things. And after the first few days, everything settled down. So be patient for the first 3, 4 or 5 days of your last 15 days. And after that, things will start to improve a lot. And a bonding and a wonderfulness is also seen. So I would say that if you're patient enough, not get too much excited negatively in the first 3, 4, 5 days, your other 10 days in the first 15 days of March would be very good. Now I'm going to move towards your marriage areas, if I haven't. Let me talk about your marriage area. I would say this is a good enough card. It's a card that says one person is misunderstanding the other person. So a relevance of stubbornness will be seen with your marriage partner. So it's you listening to me. So try not to be stubborn, try to be flexible and supportive and appreciative, and you'll get your marriage on a better state. Remind yourself this message is only for 15 days, so do the pleasant things towards your marriage partner and everything will go beautifully for you. Now the last 15 days of March for you coming from Aquarius. Let me talk to you about your job area. And this is really a hopeless card. It says you're not getting anywhere in your job. You may even lose your job in the last 15 days. And even if you still hold on to it, you're not happy. You're not being respected. It's a lot of ego planets here. So tell yourself the job is all about work and for getting a good salary, not about status and ego. And that will help you to go through this last 15 days of March. Remove the ego part and the job becomes more stable. Now, about business in the last 15 days, you're coming from Aquarius. Well, I would just tell you that don't go hunting for a new business. You're going to land yourself into trouble. Do all the research you want in these last 15 days of March without getting yourself entangled in any kind of commitment. And even if you have an ongoing business, just stick to what you know and just go through this last 15 days. They are not bad days, but they show a lot of ego play. And so this ego may want you to become adventurous and be attracted to businesses which you know nothing about, but which you love to be in. So move the ego and you'll be more stable in your last 15 days. Now regarding romance. Now, I'm going to use the same card for a new romance, which says that you're going to find a person very arrogant if you find a new romance, so you don't want that. So take your time, don't dive into it. Your ongoing romance, you're going to have many differences of opinion. So you listening to me, be flexible, be appreciative, and that way at least you might be able to control differences. And the other thing about your ongoing romance, I would worry about would be a very severe something about the past coming up, which is going to create waves in your ongoing romance. Take the soft approach, be understanding. If the problem is coming from your ongoing romance partner, don't attack. Be understanding and get things happening. And if it is coming from your side, be honest and be upfront. Now about your marriage in the last 15 days. Last 15 days about your marriage. There's no fear about a breakup or bad news. It's about disagreements on what to do. Something opportunity-wise has come up. So in the marriage area of how to progress, in what direction to take place. It's only the last 15 days I'm talking about. So let your partner have the way and you'll be much, much happier. If not, you're going to find some kind of differences are going to make the first few days of this last 15 days, the first few days only, which are very touchy. After that, things settle down. Okay? Now, I'm going to speak to you about your lucky ages. There are going to be some people who are going to be extremely lucky in this month of March, coming from Aquarius. And yes, from Aquarius. It's a card of money. It's a card of unexpected gain. So I would say that if you happen to be the ages of 23 or 32 or 41 or 50 or 59 or 68 or 77, you're going to be one very lucky person in some area of your life or another, whether in romance, in marriage, whether in job, in business or finances, or in any area. So you're going to be a very lucky person. If you're not of these ages, you'll need to have the 90-minute session with me, which will cost you USD 50 for a personal consultation to know your next 7, 8 or 9 years. That will be based on your date of birth, your time of birth, and looking at your palms. Now I'd like to give you your lucky dates, D-A-T-E-S. And it's a very fast card. So, and a very card full of unexpected gain. So I would say that the 4th, the 13th, the 22nd and the 31st of March will produce exclusively good luck for you in some area of your life or another. So bookmark these dates for yourself. Now about your lucky colors. Every planet has got different colors to control. So when you use a color on you or you contact the color, you open a channel of energy to planets. And this card is a card of 3 things: Mercury, Uranus and Saturn. So I'm going to choose the color white. Wear plenty of white undergarments, top garments, contact white, and you will be inspired and you'll be very lucky in this month of March. Now about lucky directions. Remember that 9 planets have circled Earth to look after it. So when we face any direction, we face a certain planet. And from this card, I would say try to face northeast as much as possible to be inspired and to attract good luck for yourself in any area of your life. Face northeast. Lastly, I'm going to talk to you about your health very quickly. You coming from Aquarius. Let's see what happens. It's a card of stress, of too many things to go and too many things to do. So you may have trouble with your allergies, because when stress comes, allergies definitely surface. And also be careful, it says, don't drink too much alcohol, because accidents can also be seen on this card. So make sure that you're safe with all these things. Well, this 90-minute session, which I keep talking about, costing you USD 50 based on your date of birth, your time of birth, looking at your palms. It will tackle your next 7, 8 or 9 years, give you your personal lucky lottery numbers, your lucky days, your lucky colors, your lucky gemstones, your lucky directions, a lot of information to make you just plain lucky in everything you do in your next 7, 8 or 9 years. I look forward to, I've given you my email address, it's andyhoro9, ANDIHORO 9, the number 9 at gmail.com. Send me an email and I'll reply to you as soon as possible. Until then, thank you and good luck.